Somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And a look now at how the Jets line up defensively.
Muhammad Wilkerson is one of the most versatile defensive linemen in the league. You can play him at any spot and expect big-time production.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now they'll throw with Carr. And he's got his man on the out route. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. One receiver to the left is Cooper. And he motions the wide receiver. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the 1st.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And that one really pushes him back. A loss of 9. And now it's 3rd and goal after the sack. From the 15 now after the sack. It's 3rd and goal. Now Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So a big sack for a loss of 4. It brings up 4th and goal.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And New York set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now they try the right side here. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Second down, 9 yards to go. They'll come out in the pistol. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Trying to lay one up deep. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out and out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Carr now on first down. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. On second down, here's Carr. Going right side here, and that's complete. They give him a gain of 38.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Throwing on first down is Carr. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Red zone opportunity. In motion goes the tight end. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. One receiver to the left is Cooper. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Carr to throw on 2nd down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And it's a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. New York set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good. So they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offense coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. The drive begins with Mason, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12.
Here we go. 3-19. Philly, here we go.
Halfback sent in motion. They'll set up to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Khalil Mack in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here we go. Green, 39. Gone.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 4th down, the Jets turn things over to Locke Edwards to punt it. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. And it's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
And the wideout in motion. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, Carr. And he will find his man on the outside. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
We ready?
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Carr now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Second down following the incompletion. One receiver to the left is Cooper. And he motions the wide receiver. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And the wide out in motion. Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
In motion, Safarian Jenkins. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They come out here in the I. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached, well, we're going to let you off a little easy there, LR. Halftime interrupted, and we are ready to get to this 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. On the return, it's Jalen Marshall, able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
He's brought down that time by a couple of Raiders.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards. And the back goes into motion. They'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into Oakland territory.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Green 39! Green 39!
Mason on the toss. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Whenever I go to a team's practice facility and watch them work, I love to watch the defensive guys in what they call pursuit drills. The ball goes either towards them or away from them. How fast will they respond? On this play, the defensive end responded better than anyone and made a really nice play.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Anderson. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They come out here in the eye. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
One receiver to the left is Cooper.
All right, here we go. Red, baby, alert, alert. Zebra.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot.
Alert. Zebra.
On second down, here's Carr. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense.
We ready? All right, hey, we go rally. Rally. Hey, we go rally. Rally.
And he motions the wide receiver. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This will be fielded at the 17. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Jets take possession. New York set to take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it?
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away, and that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Second down now after the incompletion.
Here we go. Boom, landing. 45.
They'll set up to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. He's brought down that time by a couple of Raiders.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. They'll set up a throw. And he's got a noon one. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a play fake here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll lead here to a third down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
One receiver to the left is Cooper. And the wideout in motion. Carr to throw on 2nd down. Throwing right, and that's complete. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Carr now on 1st down. And this one is incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. And he's got his man on the out route. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. 3rd down now following the completed pass. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. Seven yards remain now on 3rd down. Play clock winding down. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. So he makes the grab, and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that 1st down pass.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. He rifles one that's in it, and he's into the clear. A great read, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a jet touchdown. Charles, we've seen him target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Now it's Patterson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field.
Hey,
One receiver to the left is Cooper. 1st and 10. Here's Carr. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Halfback sent in motion. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. And he'll sling that one in there. Complete to Cooper on the comebacker. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
We're going to hurry back to the line now. And the back goes into motion. On 2nd down, here's Carr. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And now they're in the hurry-up. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And now it's 4th down.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the 1st down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
All right, here we go. 5 and 8. 5 and 8. And we're going to rally.
They come up in an offset eye.
Here we go. Red 18. Oh, baby, alert. Alert.
Time running out here on the play clock.
Here we go. 5 and 8.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
One of the hallmarks of their success this year, they've been fearless on 4th down, and they convert another one right here to move the chains.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, it's Carr. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And they went big on 1st down, proves unfruitful.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. One receiver to the left is Cooper. And the play clock's running down. Carr now to throw toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. sent in motion. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Carr now on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And quickly they get to the line.
We ready? Red 18. Go rally. Rally. All right, here we go. Red 18. Red 18. Go rally. Rally. Zebra. 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 Zebra.
And the back goes into motion. Now Carr again. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Here we go. Hold on, baby. Alert. Alert. Zebra. 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 Zebra.
Carr now on first down. Going to throw right side here. Complete. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there. Really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They come up in an offset eye.
Red 18. Red 18. Baby, alert. Alert. All right, here we go. Red
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. And here we go on 1st and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. And now the Raiders will face an important 2-point conversion attempt here.
We ready? Wide at the 8. Wide at the 8.
Carr will look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense.
Here we go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Yards to go on 2nd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come out here in the eye. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now they'll run it on the toss. Shreds the tackle. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 8 on the play. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. as he's on to punt for New York. It's taken to the 26. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Raiders will take possession. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Their big tight end. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Hey, we're gonna rally. All right, here we go. Wide and Zebra. Hey, we're gonna Zebra. Alert, baby, alert. Alert, baby, alert. Alert, baby, alert. Alert, Zebra. Zebra. We ready.
They'll look to throw. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York set to take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
All right, here we go. 3-19. All right, here we go. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Backing up. He's going to let it fly. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump.
Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
All right, now, look at 56.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at it.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They're up by 1. They have the football. The key here, just don't do anything silly, right, Charles?
That's exactly right. You know, all the admonitions as they ran out there. Take care of the ball. Secure everything. Be tight in everything that you do. No let up, no crazy plays, and they can go home with a victory.
Let's see here if they can do all those things and hang on to this victory. They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll at least get him in. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this down only to the 18. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. To throw his Carr. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Raiders, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots.